in Uncle Hood. Welcome back, baby. Welcome back. www.theunclemikeshow.com is about to go viral, and it's all because of you, man. From coast to coast, you guys keep showing us love. Right now, I have my cousin watching us from California. Got us cigars, baby. Thank you very much, cuz I love you. I have the beautiful and talented Jessica Sanchez sitting in the northwest corner. What's going on, sunshine?
Very well, Uncle Mike, you?
I have one quick announcement I would like to make. This happens to be our 10th episode on this new journey that we've started. If I put you on the spot right now and ask you who has been your favorite so far out of the 9 that we've aired, who would it be? Before you answer, the same question goes out to you at Official Tums on Instagram, on Twitter, and Snapchat. And of course, www.facebook.com/The Uncle Mike Show. Let us know which one has been your favorite from the 9 that we have aired, perfectly positioned on www.youtube.com/Coast to Coast Studios. If you haven't taken the time to subscribe to our channels, take that 7 seconds, click that button, make the northwest corner a little excited on the new followers that we get. And we are thankful for every single one of you that have joined us from the first day we aired the first episode 5.5 years ago. So, Jessica, I give you a couple of seconds to think about your answer. Who would be your favorite episode so far?
I can't pick myself, huh?
Oh my God. You know what? When I asked the question, I was thinking she would not even remotely come close to the 6th episode, which happened to be our executive producer. And it was an incredible episode. If you haven't seen that one and any of the other ones, like I said, youtube.com/Coast to Coast Studios. So, excluding your interview, sweetheart, which one would be your favorite one until now?
It's hard. I produced them all, so it's hard. I think I'm gonna go with the hijack Marco Tam Tam.
That was a great interview. We got our first hijack opportunity and we jumped right at it. And of course, Mr. Flashy himself, Marco Tam Tam, was such a great sport. He just put his head down and said, "Take me into the truck, Uncle Mike. Let's go for a spin." If you missed that episode, www.theunclemikeshow.com is not where you will find it. Yes, you will. On the right corner, it's written archives. When you click it, you would automatically go to our YouTube page. If you would ask me which one's my favorite, the answer would be the next one. That's how I roll, baby. The sponsorship team, without you, none of this is possible. www.oneorder.ca. One love for every single one of you in the office who continuously make sure that all our components are on a functional matter. And of course, we stream, baby. 2streamlive.com. Since we got into bed with 2Stream Live, our streaming has been just better and better on a weekly basis. To our 2 major sponsors, thank you very much. And of course, our wardrobe is usually brought to you by 514 Prints. Sometimes I gotta just represent the colors, baby. Silver and black. September can't come soon enough. Our Coast to Coast is starting to make a lot of noise. And look, I'm just gonna put it out there. I met her 2 weeks ago in Toronto, and then the new Coast to Coast of the week happens to be the Armenian icon herself, the lovely Sirusho. Do you guys see this? And look carefully at the dancers in the background. Do you realize that they are all in a Coast to Coast and made a wall? That's how powerful a Coast to Coast is. And when it's a beautiful, talented Armenian singer that presents it, it's gonna get onto the program, guarantee. If you have your own version of the Coast to Coast, make sure you send it in theunclemikeshow@gmail.com. Today happens to be a Thursday, just like every other Thursday. We have a hashtag TBT segment. What is TBT? Throwback Thursday, and we're throwing it back to last Saturday. You remember that shit? We broke other barriers. We've never had a weekend episode of the Uncle Mike Show. Well, last week we had two. I want to thank Hovig from Team Armenia Ball Hockey on their. I want to congratulate them first of all on their winning bronze medal in Czech Republic in the 2017 Ball Hockey Championship. And Hovig came in and discussed the entire team and the whole atmosphere around the tournament. Thank you very much, Hovig. And of course, WBO Junior Middleweight Champion of the World, Eric Bizo Bazinian, huge contributor of the Uncle Mike Show. If you missed any of those episodes, just log on, baby. TheUncleMikeShow.com. On top, it's written archives. Click it, and they're all right there for you. And now on to this week. Cigars, golf, and real estate. Cruising around with my boy, G1.
What's crack-a-lackin', baby? We're back in the mobile studio about to pick up our Uncle G1. Who's Uncle G1? We're about to find out. What's on the menu? Very simple, baby. Cigars, golf, and real estate. Uncle G1 in the house.
Morning, Uncle Mike.
What's up, G? How's everything?
Everything's
I'm sorry, I'm not allowed to drive
amazing.
until you put your seatbelt on. I'm not allowed. What's up, brother?
precautionary.
Of course. You're looking good.
Thank you, man.
That tan, what's going on? Have you been tanning here in Montreal or you just came back from somewhere?
I was at Kermes yesterday. It was beautiful. Did you see that MC? He's
I heard.
amazing.
Good.
The MC.
As long as you guys had a good time.
What an Armenian vocabulary. Those words.
It's all about
I wrote
preparation.
them down.
Afaka. Get the fuck. What's going on, buddy?
Everything's good, man. I just came back from Cuba.
Yeah?
Worked 6 months straight.
Okay.
Took finally 1 week of break.
Good.
Had to relax,
Everybody deserves that.
re-energize.
For sure, you know?
Back.
Get the
Back to
juices
work.
flowing. Yeah, that's it, man.
That's it.
A lot of people were wondering what's on the topic with Uncle G1, and I told them very simply golf, cigars, and real estate. That I pretty much hit every topic we're about to dissect.
The list is right. The priority.
Yeah, but that always changes, though, right? Depending on what time it is and what day it is, the priority is always it fluctuates.
Yes.
But you were in Cuba. I'm guaranteed you smoked a couple of stogies.
Guaranteed. That's why I went there.
When you go on vacation, is there a particular type of cigar that you enjoy more than your regular day-to-day cigar?
You know, I'm not a huge cigar connoisseur, but the cigar goes with your mood. So just like when sometimes you feel like wine and sometimes you feel like whiskey or sometimes you feel like milk.
Yeah, absolutely.
Or coffee.
Yeah.
You know, so it goes with your mood. You know, and there is a couple of cigars that I really like that I've learned from my cigar network, like BOTL and which you know them, I think.
Absolutely.
And there's one that in particular comes out very smooth, and you can smoke it in the afternoon or right after supper. It's the El Rey del Mundo Choix Supreme.
Wow.
Very smooth cigar. Everybody. I mean, it's for everybody.
Okay.
Very smooth and goes really well with coffee, especially.
If I would have asked you how many cigars do you think you smoked on this vacation trip, would you be able to put a number on it?
Yeah, about 6.
Oh, okay.
1 a day.
I expected you to be 2 or 3 a day type of cigar smoker because I've seen you a lot with BOTL. I see your posts. I see you're very enthusiastic when it comes to cigars and stuff.
Yeah.
So I just assumed that you would have.
It's a small hobby. It's a small interest, you know.
Are you those long stick type of boys or those short?
Short.
Same here. For
Short
some
stick.
reason, I enjoyed the short ones a lot
sticks,
more.
Short sticks. Also because short sticks because they take shorter time to smoke.
For sure. But I'm assuming when you're on vacation, time is not an
Is not an issue. No.
That's it. When you were in vacation, were you ever able to mix golf and cigar?
Unfortunately not, because they don't have golf courses in Santa Maria. They only have golf courses in Veradero.
Okay.
I've actually had the surprise of being able to play there. I didn't have back in 2008. I had gone with my buddies, and I see this guy coming out of the resort with his golf bag. I'm like, where are you going?
Whoa.
There's golf. He goes, I'm going to play golf. He doesn't know me, I don't know him. He's like, you want to join? I'm like, I would love to. So just went up, put on some shorts and running shoes, went with him, rented clubs, played golf.
Tell me you're joking,
Beautiful,
bro.
beautiful.
That's awesome.
Spontaneous.
Is there a big difference between golfing abroad and golfing here at home?
Obviously the courses are not the same, the quality of the turf, of the grass is not the same. Things change with weather, so in warmer places grass is more thick.
Okay.
In moist soils like here, grass doesn't hold up that well, so it's harder to maintain. It's you have a lot of patches and everything, so there's differences, but all to say, golf is just another hobby, just to get away, that relax for like 2-3 hours that week and go back to work.
You've been talking about relaxing, you've been talking about your hobbies. Right now we've been hitting both your hobbies back to back, and the passion that you have, I'm sure we're gonna hear about in the real estate, is where you make your bread and butter. But before we get there, there's still a lot more to talk about golf. I want to know how many
100%.
Golf games have you had under the belt this year?
Not much, my friend, not much. This year has been actually very busy year for me.
Okay.
Real estate, other little projects on the side.
Sure.
I've played barely 5 games.
Wow.
This year, yeah.
Okay.
It's and some of them I had to play out of respect to the person who's inviting me, so I had no choice.
That's okay. Is the golf game getting better with time and age? Because for me, I think I'm going on a decline, bro.
They say your score should match your age. Let me tell you, it's 4 times my age.
That's ridiculous, man. But what a hard game to master. In my opinion, it's unmasterable because you could just get better and better, right?
Yeah.
At what age do you think you'd be the best golfer Garo Apiken?
When I retire, because I'll be able to play every day.
Every single day. You see, that's why when my friends ask me, how come you're so into golf, I go, because guys, later on, when we're 55, 60, 65, we can't do anything else. So I want to be good then, so I'm practicing now, you know what I mean? But it's just horrible, man. It's horrible.
One of the things that I like about, might it be golf or even cigars, it's that you're never alone. You're always with people.
That's the beauty of both the things that we've been talking about. Yes, you enjoy the cigar alone, but I'm sure when you're sitting with the BOTL crew downtown, 12, 14, sometimes I've seen up to 70, 80. These guys are passionate about the smoking of cigars,
Yeah, we have a bond. We have a friendship that builds
sure.
up. You
And
meet a lot of people. You talk.
Marketing,
And a lot of interesting conversation
for sure, man.
come up.
Socializing.
Yeah.
Have you ever made any business transactions on a golf course or while having a cigar?
It's happened that I have done transactions on the golf course, but not with the person that I was playing. Phone calls came in
Okay.
that I had to answer, and
That's cool though.
You're always on the job, right?
For sure.
You can't miss that phone call, because if you're selling your client's home and the person calling might be the buyer for your client's home,
For sure. What are you
don't
gonna
want to
do?
miss it. You want to call back the other client and say, you know what, I have a buyer for you. So
It's all good,
that's
bro.
amazing.
Of course, I'm sure even the player that's playing golf with you is excited. He knows, he understands what's going on. You know what I mean? As much as we want to go play golf
With respect.
Interrupted,
Yeah.
when, like you said,
With respect,
when
with
work
respect.
comes, you have to answer.
Can you tell someone not to go to the bathroom when they're playing golf?
Impossible.
That's why.
That's it. So now let me ask you this: how long have you been selling houses, or condos, or villas, or mansions?
It's been already 5 years,
Okay.
and I'm falling. I don't want to say I'm falling in love, but I just want to say that it's becoming more part of my life. It's not a job; it's my life. It's a lifestyle.
For sure.
Becoming a real estate broker is not a job.
But can I ask you something?
Anything.
Everybody that I know has a brother, a sister, or a wife that's a real estate agent. You know we're boys, and I'm gonna ask you some cutthroat questions. I want you to give me the honest answers.
Go right ahead.
What differentiates a good real estate agent from a not so good one?
One of the things that's important is the caring for the client's transaction, not for your pocket. Because everybody could sell a whole house to anyone by saying, yeah, this is the one, avoiding the little
The legwork.
exactly, and trying to get the transaction going fast. That's not how you sell a house.
Okay.
That's not how you help your client buying a home or selling their home, because nobody sells a house or buys a house for fun. There's always a reason behind it, and the most important part is understanding why it is that they're selling. Oftentimes, unfortunately, in the era that we're living in, it's divorce. So that's a very delicate topic. That's a very delicate situation, you know. And other times it's because someone's getting married. It's their first home. It's or they have a growing family. They're getting their second and third child. They need to move out of that condo into a house. They have a limited budget. So those are little things that, you know, you take it upon yourself and make it as if it's for you, and you find that perfect home for the client. It might take 3-4 months, but that's not a problem. You know that they're going to be there for years, and they're going to be happy living there.
Is it true that once you sell a home to a satisfied client, he will always either buy or sell from the same real estate agent?
So far, my experience, that's what it's been. It's been that way, because
But it's safe to say also, G, that not everybody buys and sells homes 2-3 times a lifetime. Some people buy that one home and you know what I
That's
mean?
it.
Right? But of course, there's so much money in real estate. People are doing this thing called flipping homes. What's your opinion about these flipping home type of transactions?
so the person that wants to flip a home, those are professionals. Some
When you say professional, in what aspect?
in many ways. First of all, they're professionals because they know the true value of that house that they're finding, the opportunity that they're catching, and it might be a big flip or a small flip, you know, depends how bad is the house that they're buying, you know. They buy, they turn it around, they renovate it, they do a lot to it, or they do just enough to get it on the market again. Depends on the condition of the house, but those people have been doing that for a long time. I do meet once in a while the new guy that says, I want to flip a home, but quickly we realize how the market has changed from 10 years ago to today. It's not the same market anymore. Repos on the market are almost selling at the same value as the regular home. So you really have to be a hands-on person, work yourself. Can't hire people anymore to do the job for you, and you're just buying a home, getting someone in, renovating it, and just putting it back on the market. There's so much cost to it that at the end of the line you need to do proper calculations so you don't end up losing money. And even if you come out even, you still put a lot of time into it. That's also something that's of value, you know.
You've had the opportunity to sell homes, condos, multi-million-dollar mansions. Is there one that you enjoy dealing with more than the other? Or the transaction alone is the thrill for you?
For me, it doesn't matter if it's a condo or a house. It's really, as cheesy as this may sound, I'm telling you, it's really the whole experience of the client. From the day I meet them at my office to talk about what they're looking for, what their plans are, and everything, till the day we go to the notary and sign. And then after that, when they need a plumber or electrician, the whole process, for me, it's really the client. I don't mind what they're buying. That doesn't make a difference to me. I've had clients that started with a condo project and they actually ended up buying a house. Actually, just one now.
Okay.
So it doesn't matter. And I have
communication is so important, though, right?
communication
between
is
you and your client.
the most important. You know what's very important? Communication, knowing how to communicate with your clients to really understand what it is that they want.
Yeah.
Because they tell you, I want a condo. Ask, why do you want a condo? Why is it that you want a condo? Is it because your budget is limited? Perfect. Then we're gonna look at other options for you. You know, is it because you have a plan to rent this place in a couple of years? Then you know that changes. Then the location might be something that I'm gonna be looking for, so I make sure it's easily rentable at the end, not just a condo, but a revenue property at the following.
You see what I mean?
Those are little things that you gotta ask. You gotta ask questions.
If I ask Garo, day one real estate agent, to the man that I'm sitting with right now in the mobile studio, what is the most important thing that you've learned in this field?
The most important thing is to ask the proper questions. Number one, that's the most important thing. And
If there is a second thing you want to add, go ahead, bro.
I'm gonna add a couple of things.
Yeah, for sure,
It's
man.
to really be there for your client from A to Z. Be always really, like, very important to be up to par with market conditions. That's very important. 5 years ago and today, trust me, it's not the same. This year is a different year than last year, big time. You can ask any real estate broker. I think they'll tell you how the market is being affected by the foreign investors coming finally from Vancouver to Toronto to starting to trickle into Montreal. And that's,
So has it started to trickle into Montreal?
Yes,
Because
it has.
I live in the 416, and if I tell you the real estate market over there,
I
the
don't
bubble
wanna-
is so big that we're floating, bro. No, gatrinkor, bis. Hovkane gatrinkor. That's how big the bubble is. But do you think there's gonna be a burst anytime soon in that? Just to go off topic 2 seconds.
It's hard to answer that question because that's more of a economics question.
Okay.
To be able to know what's going to happen in the market, that's more of an economic question. I don't think we can, if there's a burst, it could be really bad for a lot of people. And I
Okay.
don't think the government will permit that. But that's why they're always
Regulations and stuff?
fine-tuning the regulations and
Yeah.
making it slightly more difficult to get a mortgage, or making it, they just added 15% tax in Toronto and Vancouver for foreign buyers.
Yeah.
You know, why do you think they did that?
Can I tell you something?
It doesn't stop them.
The day after, I swear to God, bro, on the 401, there's a huge billboard. It said on it, "No, don't mind the tax. We will pay it for you. Contact the one." Because the market is 2.5 times overvalued. So who gives a shit? They're gonna pay 15 points, bro. Just buy it, bro. And they're coming in with a lot of money, bro.
I know.
So that's another thing that we're gonna get into at another time. Right now, I want you to tell the audience, if there's anybody out there that's looking to buy a home, what are the questions or what are the things that they have to be searching for and asking for?
That's a good question.
Thank you.
And this is what I tell my clients when I meet them for the first meeting at my office. We sit down, we have a coffee, we talk about just that. What is it that you're looking for? What are the criteria that you're looking for? But I give them a homework. It's a small homework, but it helps a lot along the way. I ask people to write down their top 10 list of criteria they're looking for in their purchase of their next house, condo, whatever it may be. Why the top 10 list? Because it's easier to eliminate the options than to guess which one I want to buy. Because sometimes we come across a couple of them and we're like, yeah, but that one is nice, but that one is nicer, but this, but that. Like, top 10 list, criteria number 1, location, let's say, or 4 bedrooms, and you go by priority. The first 5 criteria are non-negotiable, are non-compromisable, impossible. The next 5 are as important, but
Of course,
we
they're
have a room of
maneuverable.
negotiation.
That's
Exactly.
it, for sure.
So that's what I would tell anybody. But if you're a couple, don't do this top 10 list together from the get-go, because I'm sure not even 2 people that are in love are not exactly always thinking alike.
Okay.
Okay.
So you're telling them to make 2 separate.
2 separate ones,
Nice.
and then
okay.
come together and sit down and mishmash this top 10 list together and see what's the final result.
Okay.
That's what I suggest to everyone.
That's a
and it
good
helps tremendously and eases tremendously their experience.
Social media helps you, or you don't bother? You don't.
Helps me a lot.
Yeah.
Helps me a lot.
Okay. In what way?
And we're in a cutthroat business where everybody's a real estate broker and everybody knows everybody.
Okay.
How do you differentiate yourselves? Right now, one of the way to show people your accomplishments, and accomplishment doesn't mean always, by the way, on a side note, selling a home. It's what did you do for that client after the sale of the home. Those are the how do you differentiate yourself for your clients. You know, when they call you 5 years later and they need something and you're right there 5 minutes at their door, that's how you differentiate. You're not their broker, you're their friend. So you should. This is important because social media helps people see who you are, what you do for as a business. It's not only for real estate, but for everyone. Look,
For sure, look.
Learn yourself.
My
You're the
wife
social
calls me
media
a
king.
social media whore. That's what she calls me. Never mind the king, bro. I wish she uses king at least, please. But yeah, you know what I mean? Sometimes
Yeah,
you said it,
it
you know,
helps, it
there's
helps.
billions of people on social media daily.
Yeah, of course.
You know, you're trying to get a fraction of the number, but if you're not there, you don't even have that opportunity. So if people would like to follow you or to get in touch with you, what is your Twitter handle or Instagram? Which one do you use? Whichever one it is, please share with the
My
audience.
Facebook is Garo Abikian Remax, and my Instagram is the Montreal Broker.
Wow, you changed it up.
At
The Montreal Broker.
Yeah.
And the Montreal Broker. The
Yes.
3 names, nobody had taken it.
No, the Montreal Broker.
Guys,
That's it.
he just went from speed dial 7 to 5 on my list. I don't know what it did to yours, but mine, you just went up. That's a cool name, though. I like it.
Thank you. Thank you.
Do you take and give a lot with your, I'm not going to say fans or friends or clients, associates that reach out with you on social media?
Yes, it's important to be. My phone doesn't leave my hand, just to not miss that call or just to not
That
miss
important
that question.
DM.
Everyone's important, you know.
For sure.
You know what I did last year? Because you were saying, how do you, like, if there's something that I would share with every broker out there, is to keep in touch with every one of your clients, no matter how many years it's been. And once in a blue moon, just call and say, hey, how are you? Call them on their birthday and wish them a happy birthday.
The little things, bro.
The little things. But last year, I did something and I wasn't sure how it was, what the reactions were gonna be, but I'm happy. It was very positive. It was about November, right before the first snowfall. I had the idea of going and getting windshield washers and dropping one to every single client's home before the snowstorm, the night before. They didn't know. They just woke up in the morning and they saw a windshield washer with my card on it. Let me tell you that feedback was positive. People loved it. I went everywhere.
Outside the box, baby.
I went
Outside the box. I love that idea.
every single person. And it's important because you don't want to be that broker that they say, he sold my house and he never called me back again.
For sure, man.
That's exactly who you don't want to be. You want to be that person that reminds them how important they are 5 years down the line, 10 years down the line.
Boys and girls, I call him G1. You should call him Mr. Garo Apikian from now on. He's the Montreal Broker on Instagram. If you have any real estate questions, issues, looking to buy, sell, give him a shout out. G, always a pleasure, my man. And one day we'll be on a golf course smoking a cigar, either buying or selling $1 million property. Deal? That's it, baby. From coast to coast.
Thank you, everyone.
It's always been imminent, baby.
Garo Apikian, my man. Thank you very much, baby. Another incredible episode, and that makes 10. Phase 2, episode 10. brand new city, new studio, new direction, but with the same old love from coast to coast with each and every one of you, not only supporting us on our website www.theunclemikeshow.com, but of course with Mark Zuckerberg's new idea of Facebook Live, we have a new avenue to just push our product out there. And you guys keep sharing it, loving it, liking it. Some of you don't watch it, which is all good, man. That's why there is 1 billion people online. We're just trying to take a fraction. And all of you that keep showing love, thank you very much. We do what we do because we realize that you enjoy the way our guests respond to the questions that I keep throwing their way. If you missed tonight's episode or logged on a little late than you wish that you would have, www.theunclemikeshow.com. Top right corner, you have the button for archives, and you will find every single one of our shows in the new studio and a few of our old programs also. I want to say thank you very much to Jessica for getting better each and every week. If you realize what we do is audio, yes, you could close your eyes and just listen to the podcast. That you can do if you want to, but the amount of work that Jessica puts to be able to give you a visual effect is just incredible. If you watch the first video, compare it to tonight's video, you will see so many new changes, so many new additions, and all this we never asked for. That's just the type of producer she is, trying to get the edge in every single department that she can. For that, I am very grateful that she is a part of our team. Now, everybody thought the summer festivities are over. No, my man. Get ready for Surp Hagop Kermes coming up, and it's coming up quick. Make sure you get your tickets because they have an incredible lineup. And how are we getting involved this year? Just like last year, we will be sponsoring the dunk tank. I will be honored to sit back on that plank in that freezing cold water and try to collect as much funds as possible for our school, of course, Surpagop. So if you have nothing to do, August 12 and 13, come on down, bring the kids, because this year we're adding something new to the element. We will be bringing the mobile studio, and everybody's throw, everybody's dunk will be live streamed from coast to coast for everybody's enjoyment. Because I'm sure you guys are waiting for my ass to fall in that cold water so you can have a giggle with your wife or your cousin or your son or nephew. That being said, we are also adding another bonus on this year's dunk tank booth. What we're doing, very simple. We have 25 t-shirts that we will give away, but to who? Whoever gets the opportunity to dunk me, their name will go into a ballot. At the end of Sunday night, hopefully we will have a lot more than 25 names. We will start picking them one by one and post the winners on our social media outlets, which happens to be at Official Tums on Instagram, Twitter, and Snapchat, and of course www.facebook.com/The Uncle Mike Show. So if you've never had the opportunity to dunk someone, it would be my pleasure to be to crack your cherry. August 12, 13, Montreal Kermes. Here we come. This entire operation is fun, absolutely. We enjoy it. Yes, we wake up with passion every single day, but without sponsorship help, it's practically impossible. If you have a local business that you would like to partner up with The Uncle Mike Show, we would love to hear from you. TheUncleMikeShow@gmail.com. That's what our email address is. Just send us a line and I'm sure someone from the sales force will reach out and make that partnership reality. And now, let's not forget to say one more time, thank you very much to oneorder.ca for believing in our dream and sticking by our side in this entire venue. When we moved to a new city, we thought it was going to be hard, but with the great people at www.oneorder.ca, everything has been smooth sailing. And of course, streaming is what we do. To be able to come onto your smartphone, tablet, or laptop without the streaming partnership of to streamlive.com, none of this would be possible. And now, my favorite moment of any program, baby. Point your fingers from coast to coast, baby. Uncle Hood is imminent.